Okay, so I just wanted to share my dream bag with you. Just a little bag full of reasons why I joined Beauty Control. And first and foremost, you know, just like our hostess, Jill, I held a spa. I hosted a spa, and I fell in love with the products. By the way, this is the Tight Firm and Fill Wrinkle Concentrate Pen. So it concentrates exactly on the wrinkles that you most want help on. You click it just like a pen. I fell in love with all the products, this just being an example of them. And I wanted all of them. I wanted everything I tried that night, except I did not want to pay full price for it. So my recruiter said, you just need to join. And you know what? I didn't at first. I waited almost a month before I finally joined. And I joined specifically because I just couldn't get over how great the products were. And I wanted that discount. So I was Spa Girl A when I joined. That means you love the products, you want to share with friends and family, and that's okay because Beauty Control isn't going to judge you. But you know what I learned? I learned that as a teacher, and I had the summers off, I could do some part-time spas and help earn money for my vacation with my family. This is from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which is not exactly the vacation that I wanted, that I was talking about, but it represents my family vacations to me, which is why I have it in my bag. And I thought, you know what? I think that I can make some extra money for our vacation, and I did. I made quite a bit of extra money for vacation. So then I became Spa Girl B, which is part-time Patty. I started making some part-time, actually it was full-time money, but it was part-time hours, and it was during the summer anyway. And here's what else I found. All of a sudden, this person that has no sisters, I only have brothers, and I have no daughters, okay, so only sons, I had girlfriend time, just like you guys are together having girlfriend time. Isn't it fun? I had this at one of my unit rallies in February, and you know what we did? We did this, and then we had our picture made. So fun girl time is another reason to join, right? So I thought, you know, I might continue to do this for a little bit and make some extra money during the summers. And I got to do so many things on that vacation I normally don't get to do. Got to rent jet skis, and I got to go on a nature tour with my family, and you know, family time. It's just precious. I have a 20-year-old son and a 9-year-old son, and my husband is somewhere in between 9 and 20. And I love all of them, but my 20-year-old, how many more times is he going to want to go on family vacation with us? And so I thought I really want to do some special stuff this time, and it was so fun when I earned all this extra money to do all this stuff until night 5 when we were robbed in our condo while we were sleeping. And they got us for nearly $4,000 worth of electronics and cash. And among those things was my older son's laptop, and he needs that for college. And they got my iPhone, and they got my laptop too, and I could go on and on. But I came back from my vacation pretty devastated and broke, and I had a commission check from Beauty Control. It was $80 from all the spas and growing my team that I had done the month before. And $80 is a lot when you don't have anything. But I had something even more important. I had spas on my calendar. So even though I couldn't get any extra money from teaching, because let's face it, if they paid us overtime, the schools would shut down. So I wasn't going to make any extra money teaching that summer, but I was going to make extra money doing spas, and thank goodness, because I couldn't have replaced the things that I had to replace otherwise. So not only was I replacing important things, but it also was ending up giving me a little extra money along the way too. This is a shoe, and it is representative of the blingy kind of spa girl shoes. Really, I should have a purse in here because I have much more of a purse problem than I do a shoe problem. But my director told me that I should come to Celebration with her. And so I thought, okay, that sounds kind of fun. I get to see the new products, and she had me with the word products because I mentioned my first reason for joining was the products, right? And I'm still just part-time girl at this point. I'm still just Spa Girl B at this point. But she said, you know what? We will help you. You can split the cost of the travel. You can split the cost of the hotel. You can split the cost of all of that. And so I went to Celebration. You can ask me about some of the Celebration stuff later, but it's Celebration, our big event in Dallas, Texas, at the Texas Gaylord Hotel. It was wonderful, and they announced a car program that literally floored me. Not a pink Cadillac, but a red Mercedes. A red Mercedes? Are you serious? That's like, I was in awe. And everybody said, "Oh, Angie, aren't you ready to go back and start working toward director?" And I still said, "No, but I'm having a great time. Thanks for having me." Because I still didn't get it yet. So I was going to my Senior National Executive Director's suite. Her name is Blair Billings. She has a suite she doesn't share with 4 other girls because she's a Senior National Executive Director. And that's what moving up in this company can do for somebody. And the whole we were going there for a little box dinner that night. Everybody was going to share and get to know each other a little bit. And you know, something happened to me. I left the room to go get a drink, and on the elevator, I had a moment that I can only call a God moment. No, I don't think that God came down and spoke to me, but I do think He gave me an inner voice, and here's what it said. "Angie, why are you so convinced that the perfect job that you have in mind, that you have been praying, thanking God in advance for giving you, is in a classroom?" And then all of a sudden I felt really silly. I'd been asking for a job. I've been thanking Him in advance for the job that He had in mind for me that was going to help me with my family. And He sent me beauty control, and I was already making money. But then, you know what we do as women, and I guess some men too, we have stinking thinking. That's what stinking thinking. I started having negative self-talk. You'll never be able to keep this up once school starts back. You'll never be able to do it. You'll never be able to work that alongside your family and your full-time job. So I go back into Blair's room, and this is the battle that's going on in my head. And I go back into Blair's suite, and there's a lady up talking, and she hadn't been in the room. I found out later that Blair pulled her in while I was out going to find a drink. And her name is Ann Lashley. And what are the odds that she's a teacher, an 8th grade algebra teacher in Bakersfield, California, and she had just promoted to director. And even before the Mercedes was unveiled, she had bought a teacher driving a Mercedes. I thought that was an urban myth. So she had done that alongside her job. She had done that alongside her family. She had done that alongside helping her husband with his career. And I thought, if she could do it, I can do it. So I went for it. And then I became Spa Girl C. I was working, doing as many spas as I could, sharing this with as many people as I possibly could. And along the way, some awesome things happened. One, I promoted to director. This is from Blair. We're all the time getting gifts. I probably got jewelry on right now that are gifts from people in beauty control. This is from Blair. It's a flower, it's jewelry, and it represents how we blossom in this business. Personal growth. Another great reason. Another thing that's in my dream bag. And I started growing my business so much that I ended up earning a trip to New York. It was on my bucket list. I can't wait. So car programs, vacation, jewelry, spa girl, fun time. And it all started with a prayer. And that's the part I'm going to save for a little later on in the spa.